Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to today's video. For those of you who are new, this may be your first time coming across my channel, watching one of my videos, which means you are probably not yet subscribed. Welcome, my name is Tyler with an O, and for those of you who are already my people, already subscribed and are just returning for another video, welcome on back. So something I kind of wanted to introduce here on the channel is kind of more of like a late night talk type of situation. Grown conversations about grown things, you know, life that I'm experiencing in my 20s, you know, getting into my late 20s, family, relationships, sex, friendships, really all of the things that we actually encounter once we're actually in the world. There's no like rule book to any of the shit that we experience. You know, a lot of the things that we do experience is us experiencing them for the first time. So I just wanted to bring that element onto the channel. You know, you keep things light and funny and fun with makeup and vlogging and hair and all of that. But like, I also just want to be a person. So, true to me, y'all know I like to eat. Well, maybe you don't know, but if you don't know, now you know. I like to eat. Domino's, honestly, they got me, girl. I was on Instagram and they had a little ad that popped up talking about 49% off of any regular pizza, whatever. And honestly, I haven't had Domino's in so long. So, I was just like, well, this would be an opportunity for me to try Domino's again. And so I got some food while we talk. And as you see, I'm in these my house clothes, okay? I got my little comfy Adidas sweats. And sorry, we're gonna get into the topic, girl. But funny, oh, no, I got up because I wanted to get some silverware. Okay, but for today's conversation, ooh, oh, that sausage is flavorful. So I've come to the realization that lately the people around me have had a common thing going on. In a lot of the conversations that I'm having with a lot of my, you know, close people, all have the same tone. And I find myself like almost repeating advice to the same people over and over again. And it occurred to me today what that is. I feel like a lot of the people around me are just like losing hope. That's what the question is. That's why I wanted to sit down and, you know, record this and talk about, because like, how do you give someone hope? You know what I mean? Well, no, you don't know what I mean, but like, it's such a challenge to me because again, none of us really have the answers to shit. And I feel like, especially as me personally, I feel like I'm very much trying to figure shit out, you know? And I love to give advice and, you know, be encouraging to people, but also like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. And I feel it's really heavy on me when I see people who are really in need of hope, who are in need of like encouragement, who are in need, whether they say this or not, but you can see. And when it's people around you and people that you know, you can feel it. And they're in need of this. I feel guilty because this is something that I guess I'm supposed to be able to provide. And it's like I'm trying to keep hope alive my damn self, you know? But it's just kind of crazy because I don't know where I'm supposed to get it from. I don't really have anybody that I can look around in my life, in my proximity, that really has hope. That shows me what it means to have hope. To show that, like that still believes in something. That still is trying to, that aspires for something or hopes for, like, that is forward looking and future looking, and who is trying to remain positive and actually make the best out of their present circumstances and their experience. I feel like when I look around, the people closest to me, they don't give that. So I'm not blaming people for seeking that in someone and it happening to be me. I don't blame them. I have hope. And I don't know where I get it from. But I acknowledge that today. I'm claiming that, and I'm very proud to say that I still have hope. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not saying like people ain't doing shit or not working towards anything. That's not what I'm saying. It's like the attitude. You feel it in your interaction with people. You feel it. I feel it. Let me stop saying you. Let me speak for myself. I feel it when I'm being hopeful. And you can just feel the contrast in the conversation and like the energy, and it's just like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to lose hope. And I feel like lately, that's what it's been. Not me losing hope, but I feel like lately, I just see people losing hope. And I don't know what to do about it. And I battle internally with, should that be my responsibility? Not to say that I don't care, not to say that I you know, and can't be bothered or anything like that. But I'm saying like, it stresses me out trying to have answers and trying to provide somebody else something so precious as hope. I'm not talking about just like advice. I don't know how to explain it, but I just have a clear understanding of what it feels like to have hope, and I am constantly seeing every day what it looks like to not. People live extremely different life experiences than you. From another pair of shoes, from another pair of eye holes, from an entirely different perspective. People experience a lot of shit that gives them good reason to lose hope. And don't think for a second, you know, I'm dissing or jogging or feeling like I'm better than or whatever any of these people. Let me try some of this pasta chaff. This got the same sausage in it. This is gonna be good. Now what makes it even more difficult is I fear that a lot of people find a sense of comfort in that place. If you give up hope, then maybe you feel a little less obligated to have to try. I just feel like it's very unfortunate when a person isn't able to pull themselves out. I've been down before emotionally, and I'm so appreciative that I was able to like pull myself out of that. I can vent as to, you know, my friend as much as I want to, but when that phone call ends and you're, you know, in that bed and you're reflecting and you're overthinking and you're so concerned with this one thing, that's just the most important thing, this one moment in your life, this emotion that you're feeling, this feeling that you have right now, it's like, when is it ever gonna end? Will it ever end? No matter what is going on, I always think of like, I like to take a mental picture of what's going on and how I'm feeling in this moment. Because months later, weeks later, depending on what the situation is, you're gonna look back and realize you're where you thought you never were going to be. When you thought you would never, whatever, smile again, be happy again, get over this ex, or you think it's not gonna get easier, you think that the pain or whatever you're going through is just not gonna lighten up. How could you ever, you know, whether it's a loss, whatever you're dealing with, there will come a time when it's no longer, or even if it is still ongoing, it's easier, you're stronger. It don't hurt as much. You don't think about it as much. You're not as tempted. You're not, you know, the days get easier. Things get easier. And I just remember that every time I'm in a situation. Because I'm like, there's gonna be, I can't wait to get to the other side of this. I can't wait until I'm looking back at this and I'm gonna picture, you know, how hard I was sitting here crying. I was crying, man, I cannot wait. It sucks because I'm not there yet. I'm in it. This fucking sucks. But I also remember like, Whew, can't wait to get past this. And that I can't make anyone else feel. I mean, I just talked about it. I don't know, did that give you hope? Does that give you a new perspective? Because that's all I know how to do. No, the future's not promised. So what are you gonna do? We just wait for the days to run out? What are you gonna do in the meantime? How are you making this experience easier on yourself? You gotta have hope, dude. Because the world can be a shitty place. And I'm not even talking about like, oh, the world we live in. I'm talking about your world. The world that you create. The world that you are the main character and you are in control of can be a shitty place. Let's be real. And my shitty world probably does not even equate to how shitty some worlds are. But you don't have to just live in it. And there's more than one way out. You really gotta be real with yourself and ask yourself, like, have I done all that I can do to change my circumstance? Have I exhausted every option? Even the uncomfortable ones. The shit that you don't wanna do. The shit that you're scared to do. The shit that just kind of seems impossible to do. I don't know how, I wouldn't know the first thing about. Okay, well if you haven't, then how can you lose hope? You haven't tried everything yet. Why are you giving up? Yeah, it's hard work. And yeah, when you're in that place, you don't feel like doing that hard work. Because like I said, it's easier when you can just kind of say, I've tried, it's not working. I can't do it. It's easier to say I can't do it. It won't happen. I'm just gonna face facts. Like it is what it is. But no, find a way. Literally, where there's a will, there is a way. But you have to have the will. You gotta keep that will to do it, to change it, to come out of it, to overcome it, to accomplish it, to achieve it, to obtain it. You have to have the will. If you have the will, there is a way.